Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's award season, baby. You know what that means. Red carpets, tuxedos, and enough drama to make even the real housewives blush. The 82nd Golden Globe Awards just announced their nominees, and let me tell you, there are some head-scratchers in there. We're talking jaw-dropping, phone-throwing. Did they even watch the movie? Kinda snubs. Today we're diving into the biggest shockers. J-Lo, Lady Gaga, Meryl Streep. These legends got left out in the cold. Stick around because we're breaking down why these snubs are so unbelievable and what might be behind them. You won't believe this. First up, let's talk about J-Lo. I mean, come on. Jennifer Lopez, the woman who can sing, dance, act, and probably run a small country in her spare time, was snubbed for her role in Unstoppable. This wasn't just any performance either, people. Critics were saying she absolutely killed it. They were saying this was her Oscar-worthy moment. I mean, she was robbed, I'm telling you. Robbed. So, what happened? Well, the Best Actress category this year was like the line for the bathroom at a Beyoncé concert, crazy competitive. You had some powerhouse performances in there, but still J-Lo deserved a spot at the table. Was it the movie's genre? Was it something else? Look, I'm not saying there's a conspiracy here, but there's definitely a conversation to be had. Next up, we have Lady Gaga. A name synonymous with versatility and talent, she has conquered the music world and made significant strides in the film industry. From her jaw-dropping red carpet appearances to her powerful performances, Gaga has always been a force to be reckoned with. Gaga, who brought home the Golden Globe for A Star Is Born, showcased her incredible range as both a singer and an actress. Her portrayal of Ally in the film was nothing short of mesmerizing, earning her accolades and admiration from fans and critics alike. However, despite her undeniable talent, she was completely overlooked for her role in the musical drama The Color of Sound. This film was a passion project for Gaga, where she poured her heart and soul into every scene, delivering a performance that many believed was award-worthy. I mean, are you kidding me? The snub left fans and industry insiders alike scratching their heads. Social media was ablaze with reactions, with many expressing their disbelief and disappointment. How could such a powerful performance go unrecognized? The woman can sing like an angel, act her heart out, and she even wore a meat dress to an awards show once. Gaga has always pushed boundaries and challenged norms, making her a true icon in every sense of the word. Her dedication to her craft is evident in everything she does. How do you not nominate her? The Golden Globe nominations are supposed to recognize the best in film and television, yet somehow Gaga's stellar performance in The Color of Sound was completely ignored. It raises questions about the criteria and decision-making process behind these nominations. This snub was a real shocker, especially considering the buzz surrounding her performance. Critics had praised her for her emotional depth, and the way she brought her character to life. It seemed like a surefire nomination, yet it was not to be. People were saying she completely disappeared into the role. Gaga's transformation was so complete that it was hard to see where she ended and her character began. This level of immersion is what great acting is all about, and Gaga nailed it. It was like Robert De Niro in Raging Bull, but with more high notes. Just as De Niro's commitment to his role in Raging Bull became legendary, Gaga's dedication to her character in The Color of Sound was equally impressive. She trained extensively, both vocally and physically, to ensure she did justice to the role. So why the cold shoulder from the HFPA? The Hollywood Foreign Press Association, which is responsible for the Golden Globe Awards, has been criticized in the past for its opaque decision-making process. This snub only adds fuel to the fire, leading many to question their judgment. Some are saying there's a bias against musicians turned actors, suggesting that they have to work twice as hard to prove themselves. This theory isn't new, and Gaga's snub seems to support it. Despite her proven talent, she may still be facing an uphill battle for recognition in the acting world, that they have to work twice as hard to prove themselves. Gaga's journey from pop superstar to acclaimed actress is a testament to her relentless work ethic and passion. She has consistently shown that she is more than just a musician. She is a multifaceted artist. If that's the case, someone needs to tell the HFPA that Gaga already proved herself like 5 times over. With multiple awards and nominations under her belt, Gaga has demonstrated her versatility and talent time and again. It's high time she gets the recognition she deserves for her acting prowess. Chapter 3, Meryl Streep, The Unexpected Omission. And last, but certainly not least, we have the queen herself, Meryl Streep. Now I know what you're thinking. Meryl Streep gets nominated for breathing air on screen, and you're not wrong. The woman has more nominations than anyone in the history of the Golden Globes. But this year, for her role in the highly anticipated drama, The Winds of Change, she was completely shut out. Now, I'm not saying she deserved to win every year, but to not even get a nomination? That's like going to Italy and not having any pasta. It's just wrong. Look, the awards game is a fickle mistress. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. And even legends like Meryl Streep aren't immune to the occasional snub, but still, it's a reminder that even in Hollywood, anything can happen. Chapter 4. More snubs and social media meltdown. Okay, so it wasn't just J-Lo, Gaga, and Meryl who got snubbed. This year's Golden Globes were a whirlwind of unexpected omissions and surprising nominations. Fans and critics alike were left scratching their heads, wondering how some of the most talked-about performances of the year could be overlooked. We had a whole parade of head-scratchers this year. It was as if the HFPA decided to play a game of let's confuse everyone with their choices. The snubs were so baffling that even seasoned industry insiders were left speechless. First up, we have actor A, who was absolutely robbed for their role in movie title. Their performance was nothing short of a masterclass in acting. Critics had been raving about it for months, and it seemed like a shoo-in for a nomination. But alas, the HFPA had other plans. I mean, come on, they poured their heart and soul into that performance. Where's the love, HFPA? It's almost as if they didn't even watch the movie. The emotional depth, the raw intensity, the sheer talent on display, all of it went unnoticed. And don't even get me started on actress B in movie title. Her portrayal was a tour de force, a performance that left audiences in awe. She brought a unique blend of vulnerability and strength to the role, making it one of the standout performances of the year. They deserved a nomination more than I deserve a giant plate of nachos right now. And trust me, I really deserve that plate of nachos. It's baffling how such a powerful performance could be ignored. And the internet? Forget about it. The moment the nominations were announced, social media erupted in a frenzy of disbelief and outrage. Fans took to their keyboards to express their shock and disappointment. Social media was blowing up like a volcano of outrage. People were posting memes, creating hashtags, and sharing their thoughts on the snubs. It was a digital storm of epic proportions. They were tweeting their anger, their disbelief, and their frustration. It was as if the entire internet had collectively decided to voice their discontent. The hashtags #GoldenGlobeSnubs and #HFPFail were trending within minutes. They were even starting online petitions. Look, I get it. When your favorite stars get snubbed, it feels personal. It's like a punch to the gut, a betrayal of sorts. Fans wanted to make their voices heard, and they did so in droves. When your favorite stars get snubbed, it feels personal. It's like the HFPA just walked up to you and slapped your favorite sandwich out of your hand. It's just rude. The disappointment was palpable, and fans were not shy about expressing it. It's like the HFPA just walked up to you and slapped your favorite sandwich out of your hand. It's just rude. The snubs this year have left a bitter taste in everyone's mouth, and it's clear that the fallout will be felt for a long time to come. Chapter 5. Decoding the snubs. What's really going on? So what's the deal? Why all the snubs this year? It seems like every year the Golden Globes manage to surprise us, but this year, the surprises have turned into outright shocks. Fans and critics alike are scratching their heads, wondering how some of the most talked about performances and films were left out in the cold. Well, there are a few theories floating around. Some industry insiders believe that the snubs are a result of internal politics within the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Others think it might be a reflection of the changing tastes and preferences of the voting members. Some say it's the rise of streaming platforms. The landscape of entertainment has shifted dramatically over the past few years, with streaming services like Netflix, HBO Max, and Amazon Prime Video producing high-quality content that rivals traditional Hollywood studios. With so many great shows and movies coming out on these platforms, it's getting harder and harder for the HFPA to keep up. The sheer volume of content is overwhelming, and it's inevitable that some deserving projects will slip through the cracks. It's like trying to choose your favorite flavor of ice cream when you're standing in front of a wall of 100 different flavors. It's overwhelming. Imagine being a voter who has to watch and evaluate hundreds of films and TV shows in a limited amount of time. It's a daunting task, and it's no wonder that some worthy contenders get overlooked. Others say it's the changing landscape of Hollywood. The industry is evolving, with more diverse voices and stories being told than ever before. This shift is challenging the traditional norms and expectations of what makes a worthy film or performance. With more diverse voices and stories being told, the old guard is having a hard time keeping up. The HFPA, like many institutions, is grappling with how to adapt to this new reality. It's a bit like trying to teach an old dog new tricks. It's not impossible, but it takes time and effort. It's like your grandpa trying to figure out how to use TikTok. It's just not gonna happen. The rapid pace of change in the industry can be bewildering, and it's clear that the HFPA is struggling to keep up with the times. And then there are the whispers of, shall we say, irregularities in the voting process. Rumors have been swirling for years about the transparency and fairness of the HFPA's voting procedures. Some believe that personal biases and behind-the-scenes politics play a significant role in determining the nominees and winners. Look, I'm not saying there's anything fishy going on, but the lack of transparency does raise some eyebrows. When decisions are made behind closed doors, it's natural for people to question the integrity of the process. I'm not saying it either. The truth is, we may never know the full story behind the snubs and surprises of the Golden Globes. But one thing is for sure, the conversation about who gets recognized and why is far from over. As the industry continues to evolve, so too will the debates and discussions about what makes a film or performance truly award-worthy. So, what do you think about this? Did the HFPA get it right this year, or were these stars unfairly snubbed by the voters? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell icon so you won't miss our next deep dive into Hollywood's biggest stories. See you next time.